Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Lilo N Stitches. I am your yarn host Jennifer and I'm tired today. I'm tired. I'm trying to drink. I'm actually drinking zero sugar ice. It's have you heard of the ice waters? There's zero sugar. It's called Ice. The brand is Ice. It's usually in a plastic bottle and it's like flavored water, but they're sparkling flavored water. And they're zero sugar, but they still have sweetener in them. Well, there's a variety of the ice which comes in a can, which is ice caffeine. And I like the blue raspberry and the dark raspberry, which is pink raspberry. And that's what I'm trying to drink today. I'm having a real hard time drinking Dr. Pepper, but I still need a little bit of caffeine because I'm real tired. But I'm sitting down today, finished homeschool. Got through that today. Trying to work on the back of, oh, my dress came in. The sweater thing that I'm putting over my dress. Now, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, I really need my prescription glasses because these are old prescriptions. These are not working. These are not working. My dress came in and Mr. Cinnamon, I tried it on for him. He does not think I should wear this over it at all. But he also doesn't realize, because I haven't showed him, that this front part is going to be so open that it's going to show the whole front of the dress anyway. But he doesn't think this is necessary. You guys want to see my dress? It came in yesterday. Yesterday was a really good day. My dress came in yesterday. I had some family time with my boys yesterday. It was just really, really a good day. Alright, so there's a, it looks, I took this picture in a mirror, and the mirror is my niece's mirror, and it's dirty. So, there's a white spot on the, what looks like the dress, but it's really on the mirror. Right here. That's from the mirror. Her mirror's dirty. That's my dress. Is that not cute? I'm like, dang girl, my waist is snatched. I look fine. So that's my new dress that I'm going to wear to the music festival coming up at the end of the month. And the top that I'm making is going to go over it, but that part will still be nice and exposed, even though I'm going to have sleeves on with the sweater that I'm currently working on. Super excited. So what was yesterday? Yesterday, we went for a family adventure. Yesterday was Monday in my world. And you're not seeing this video till Wednesday. And I'm going to plug my phone in while we're sitting here because it's been dying really quick. So, Mr. Cinnamon took the day off of work. I honestly have been asking him to take the day off of work for a couple of weeks now because the weekends are so busy with crap. Doing things around the house that we have time to do during the week because we both work. Grocery shopping, running errands. There's not time for anything else. And I just really, I felt like it was a really important thing for us to have some time together, the family. Now, by family, you guys know I have 2 adult children, but my adult children are out doing their adult lives. So it's really just me and Mr. Cinnamon and little man at this point. It really is. And I am perfectly okay with this stage in life. And recently, more often, it has been just me and Mr. Cinnamon at like dinner time. It's just the 2 of us. Which is so weird because it hasn't been just the 2 of us in over 20 years. Like it hasn't. And I'm not complaining, but it's weird because it gives me a glimpse of what, like, for me, my greatest inspiration for a couple, the people I look up to the most, and if you've been around, you already know, is Grandma and Grandpa. It's Mr. Cinnamon's grandparents. They are my inspiration for what I want to be when I grow up, you know. Just happy and in love and just comfortable with each other without any other pressures of life and children and all that stuff. So I don't know, sitting at the dinner table several times a week now, it seems, because little man doesn't like what we're having for dinner, so he doesn't want to eat what I cooked, so I let him eat something else. And if you are one of those people that are like, went back in my day, we ate what was put on the table, you don't have food aversion, okay? You have no idea what it's like raising a child with food aversion because they're neurodivergent. You have no idea. Sometimes you just have to do the best you can. I'm not going to fight him every day. That makes my life miserable. And as long as I know that he's getting his nutrients elsewhere and he's healthy, and yes, his doctor says he is healthy, I'm not going to fight him to sit down and eat something that I made for dinner for me and my husband, because I'm not. Food aversion is a real thing. Now, when I say that, it's more and more often that we're sitting at the table by ourselves, just the two of us. Kind of nice, but anyway, back to, I'm trying to count to 4. That's why I keep pausing and breathing. We went out yesterday. He took the day off work, and it was just me and my two dudes, my husband and little man. And we went on an adventure. We went for a ride. And we didn't know where we were going when we left the house. We had some ideas, and there's some really cool places to go visit here. I don't think me or Mr. Cinnamon wanted to go for a very long car drive. And a lot of the really cool places we'd love to go to are further from the house. And it had been a busy weekend, and I was like, you know, we're talking things over, and I was like, I don't really know where to go or what to do. And he didn't know what to do or where to go. And we're also in this weird phase where we consider the other one more than ourselves, because I don't know why. Like, well, I want to go here, but I'm not going to say that because what if they don't want to go there? Or I want to go to eat here, but I know that she can't eat food there, so I'm not going to ask to go to this place to get food because I know she can't eat there because of her food allergies. And, you know, there's so much of just not considering your own needs to benefit the rest of the people that are in the car. You know, there's a lot of that in families. And so I think a lot of that was going on. And then I looked at it and I was like, why don't we go up? There's a country store called Yoder's. And it's somewhere between here, my house, and where my niece is at, where she lives. Which is over the mountain and through the woods. And we both thought that that was a good idea. Now, the cool thing about Yoder's is a country store. So there's a lot of Amish stuff, and I don't think it's actually run by Amish people at all. I think that it's just a gimmick for that store, because there's lots of country stores in our area, like a lot, and they all look the same. I'm wondering if it's a chain. I don't know any of these things, but they use the whole Amish thing as a way to get people in, and there's a lot of bulk food items. So bulk, like flour, and bulk sugar in plastic bags, and bulk like buckwheat and yeast and like candies. And if you've been to these kind of stores, you already know what I'm talking about. They have cool stuff. They have gifts and stuff. They have local artisan like soaps. They always have like a deli and like a cheese counter, and a lot of the ones in our area also serve sandwiches. Well, here's the problem with Cinnamon Stitches. I cannot eat gluten because I'm really, really allergic to it. So if everyone's getting a sandwich, if they have gluten-free bread, I can get one. If they don't have gluten-free bread, I can get a lettuce wrapped sandwich. So what we did is we got me a lettuce wrapped sandwich, and I bought some Char, which is my favorite brand of bread, SCHAR, gluten-free bread. It is $7 for 5 slices of what looks like sourdough bread. Yeah, it's expensive to eat gluten-free. It's not a fad that I would go into lightly, because everything gluten-free is ridiculously overpriced. Anyway, the thing that's unique about Yoder's is they have a petting farm. So on the side of the building, they have goats and chickens and turkeys and peacock and alpacas. They had a ringneck pheasant, which brought me back to memories of my childhood because my grandfather who lived down the street had a ringneck pheasant. There was pigeons. Again, brings me back to my childhood. Geese. Just cool stuff. It's not very big. It's probably, the whole petting farm is probably the length of my backyard. And it's just on one side. But it's really cool, and I love animals. So I've always loved animals. So I walked up to the goats. I did take pictures. I walked up to the goats, and one immediately came up to me, and he was so handsome. He was such a good boy. And so I gave him lovin's. This is him. I gave him lovin's. And I gave him food because they had food machines. And then I took a selfie with an alpaca, and the alpaca was really, really soft. I have to be careful with alpaca yarn because it makes me really itchy, but petting an alpaca does not, as long as I wash my hands. And then they had the llama, or the alpaca, and the geese. Me and my dude. Little man was off doing his own thing. He was playing on the swings. He does not care about the animals, but I love the animals. The chicken house. This guy right here was talking to a fancy chicken on the other side who had, looked like this one, with the big puffball. I don't remember what those chickens are called. And this turkey right here was a handsome boy. And he was trying to impress me with fluffing his feathers at me. And he would like fluff them up, and then he would do this. And he would give me side eye. I'm like, you're a flirty little turkey. He is a handsome boy though. And then of course, we had lunch outside on the porch. And I made little man sit down long enough to take a photo with me. I'm gonna be real honest, guys, he's almost as tall as me. He comes up to like right here. It was really, really a really nice day. And even when we came home, we sat on the couch together and we had watched a movie. We watched one of the Scream movies. We've been watching a lot of scary movies together, which is funny because like that's not usually my jam. And he usually watches scary movies with Juju, our 20-year-old daughter. And so it's been a lot of me and him, which I'm not complaining about at all. I'm enjoying that. It's a weird thing to be together for so long. We've been together since we were 20, so we've been together 26 years now. And it is a weird thing to get so comfortable with somebody that like you become complacent. And then to start seeing them in a different light after all these years, and to start like really enjoying their company and falling back in love with them. It is it's an odd thing. It is. I mean, you always love them, but like to fall back in love with someone after all of these years and just, you know, get giddy when they call you, that's weird. And I'm there. I told them that I was like, I'm starting to like get excited. Like when my phone dings, I'm like, oh, is that my husband? And it's because there's more time. There's more time for just us to be us. And I also think a lot of that comes with me doing the work on myself to rediscover who I am as a person outside of, I've been so dedicated to everyone else for so long, my kids specifically. My entire world revolved around them. And you get to the point where like, oh, my job is kind of done. I mean, I still have a long road with little man, but he's even getting easier. He really is. He's independent. Even the homeschooling thing is so easy to us. And it's work. And some days are real hard. I'm not going to pretend it's all like sugar and rainbows. It's not. Some days are hard, but like it's something him and I are so comfortable doing and working together. And we work well together because for some reason we just understand each other. And I think that for an 11-year-old boy to be understood by a mom on that level is kind of unique. And I'm getting really close to him. I am. And I haven't always been, because he's been so difficult. And even with him having struggles right now with his medication and controlling some of his body functions and movements and being a little bit out of control, like I'm so close to him, closer than I've ever been. But still, we're back to Jen is in discovery mode, and I am trying to discover who I am as a person outside of mom, wife, Cinnamon Stitches. Who is Jen? Who is Jen? Because I don't know. I don't know her. And I am going to get to learn myself. I'm going to discover who I am outside of the identity, specifically as a mom. I'm not going to wait till I have an empty nest to do that. Because I watched my mom go through the same thing. I watched a lot of women lose their identity with being a mom and raising their children. And then when their children move out, they don't know what to do with themselves. And depression hits really hard. And they just feel lost. Because who are you without being a mom? Where's your identity, you know? And men go through it specifically really hard when they retire. I have also witnessed that. My dad struggled really hard when he was forced to retire. My Uncle Frank had a real hard time after he retired. He actually had to go get a job as a greeter at Walmart because he could not stand being in the house. Like, it was too hard on him. He didn't know his identity without being a provider and a worker. So, yeah. I don't know. Some might call it a midlife crisis, but I just feel like we go through things in our life, and I could be just blowing smoke up my own ass. I'm going to be real honest with you. Like, I could be. This could not make sense to anybody else but me. But for me right now, I feel like we get in the rut of just being what we need to be: the employee, the mom, the wife. And we lose track of like that young person, you know, the carefree person that did stupid stuff for no reason, that just would spend money on something frivolously, not thinking that they got a bill to pay. There is freedom in that. Yes, that is a hard road to be on, because I've been on that road, okay? And I'm watching my adult children go through that now. It's like they're doing things that are carefree, and I miss that. Because I was not a wild child. I didn't do things recklessly growing up. I was a very much homebody. I already had issues to begin with. And so I didn't go out drinking and partying like a lot of people do. I didn't sow my wild oats. I didn't sleep around. I didn't do any of those things. I was just a good girl, and I went from my parents' house to my husband's house. So I kind of missed a little bit of who am I without being Jen, the daughter who was not loved and appreciated, or Jen, the wife, Jen, the mom, Jen, the caretaker, Jen, the whatever else. And so I'm like, who am I? What do I want out of my life? Aside from everyone else's needs. I'm going to fill my cup up and I'm going to drink from it. So that's where we're at today. While I did exactly one repeat, because I cannot stay focused. I can't stay focused. I'm struggling so hard to crochet. I am. I'm trying so hard. My brain is just zipping all over the place. I will crochet a couple stitches, and then I'll pick up my phone and start scrolling. And then I set my phone down and I pick up the TV and I put on a show that I never watch because my brain's not actually staying focused on that. And then while I turn that on 3 minutes after the TV show's on, I'm getting up and going in the kitchen to pull something out for dinner, and I sit back down. I'm like, oh, I was supposed to crochet a couple more stitches. Repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. Phone. Oh, I don't like this show. Turn on something else. Get up and go to the kitchen to start dinner. Oh. Go upstairs to find clothes. Like, I'm just very, very busybody. I'm very busybody. But that's all right. I still have, let's see. Today is only September 16th. That means I have 10 more days before I'm leaving this house to go to where the festival is to finish this top. And if I make 2 repeats a day, this is a 3-row repeat. If I just make a couple of these repeats a day, 2 repeats is 6 rows within the period of a day, I should still have this shirt done by the time I leave. And then I also have another project which is on the floor down here, which it has a due date in October, and that one's gonna be a little rougher to get done by the deadline, but I got some ideas along with that, so I think I'm gonna be okay regardless. I think I'm gonna get those 2 things I'm really focusing on right now, is finishing the top, and then I'm working with Premier Yarns on something. And then the month of October, when these 2 projects are done, we are just gonna make silly, frivolous October things. Because I started Halloween in August, and now I haven't worked on anything Halloween at all in the month of September. So what I think I'm going to do is October 1st, this is my plan. I am going to finish off the Woobles Haunted House. I am going to work on my kits from Five Below because, like I said, I have these, I already planned. This one's I'm going to gift to my son because he looks hilarious in a Chucky mask. And he's a little bit crazy like Chucky, okay? This is going to go to my daughter, provided it turns out well, because she liked that movie. And also, Mr. Cinnamon kind of likes that. And then the Michael Myers kit, I think I'm going to keep because I think he's cute. And then the Jason Voorhees mask has already been claimed by RJ. So, and he don't know it yet, but it has been claimed for RJ on his behalf from Juju. If you don't know who RJ is, it's my daughter's boyfriend, who I absolutely love and adore, and he is like a really cool person. Like, he is a good man, period. He's still young and naive, but like he's got all of the building blocks to be a really fantastic man. And I've said it on the channel 100 times, I love him. I really do. Now, so those are things I'm going to work on in the month of October, so that takes a lot of pressure off of me right now. And now I just have 2 things to focus on. My top needs to be finished by the 26th so that I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can go to the festival and look schmexy. Because that dress makes me feel so beautiful. Now, I do have to wear shorts under it because it barely covers anything. And I made a joke to Mr. Cinema. I was like, maybe I won't wear anything under it. And the reason that's funny is because when we went to the last festival, there was a plus size girl there walking around with a very short skirt on, probably the same length as that dress is on me, and she had nothing on underneath it. And she walked by and I saw everything she was offering to the world, okay? I saw it all. I was like, had to distract my son so he didn't see it. But like, yeah, so I did make that joke. I was like, maybe I'm wearing shorts under it, like shorts. Because chub rub is a real thing and my legs rub together. I don't want to cause a fire. And secondarily, I'm not advertising for free. Period. So, but I'm telling you, and a lot of people asked me where that dress was ordered from a company called Forest Inc. F-O-R-E-S-T-I-N-K. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And so that dress makes me feel so beautiful. And I was worried because it feels kind of risque. And I'm also like, I'm 46 years old. Should I be wearing that much cleavage in that short of a dress? But let me just remind you how pretty it is, because it makes me feel so, so pretty. And you can definitely see my weight loss in that photo. Because my waist looks real small. I mean, I still obviously have fat on my stomach. And my legs are not smooth, they are jiggly, and I am not going to criticize myself for that because I feel beautiful in that dress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But yeah, so this sweater is going to go over it, but not cover it. I just really wanted something on my arms. Not because I'm trying to cover my arms, because obviously that ain't covering nothing. Like, it's still, you're still gonna see all the fattiness in my arms, and I'm not worried about that. I just thought it would give a little extra something to the dress to have that hot pink laciness over it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I feel a lot less stressed today than I did on Monday's video or even last week. I feel a lot more chill. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I took some of the irons out of my fire, took some of the things off of my plate. So now I just have 2 things that I'm going to do and work on. And then we're not going to worry about anything of Halloween until it is October. And that also gives me an idea for content in the month of October. I could literally come on every day and say, today, this is what we're working on. And we could just work on our Halloween projects together. I could make woobles for the Wooble Haunted House, which is back here. I could work on my Sirdar blanket, which I'm nowhere near even finishing. We're just gonna take it little bites at a time. And if it gets finished by Halloween, cool, we had a fun time doing it. If we didn't get it done by Halloween, cool, we had a fun time doing it. And it's really gonna be that simple. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I did have a few people say that, like, maybe you shouldn't have, like, maybe you should have told Premier Yarns no when they asked you to do a little project with them. I could have. And I did think about it. And I talked to my husband about it. And he's like, just do it. And the reason I was so glad to do it is because Premier Yarns has been really amazingly good to me and my family. They have been supportive. This project, while it does add pressure to things that are going on already in my life, it gives me something to do, to look forward to. It gives me a purpose. It gives me content that I don't have to come up with on my own. And that in itself is a big help for me, because I told you, I'm struggling. I'm struggling with keeping my thoughts together and sitting down and actually crocheting anything. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And so I was actually grateful that they contacted me when they did. And actually, there's a person, I'm going to say it, there's a person, okay? There's a person that works at Premier Yarns who has been working with me with a lot of stuff lately, and she's fairly new to Premier Yarns. I adore her so much. She's so sweet, and she's so, like, enthusiastic, and she's constantly coming up with new stuff. Like, hey, what about this? Or, hey, there's a new yarn. And she always asks, are you okay with this kind of yarn? What do you think about this yarn? I know you typically don't like this type of yarn, but how about? And I love that. I love that. I think she's so sweet. I really like working with her and talking to her. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's that. I just really, I like working with her, and I like doing the projects and stuff that she's coming up with. I think she's really good for the company. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I should tell you this. I don't work for Premier Yarn. Some people have gotten confused. I had one girl years and years ago. I know you work for Premier Yarns. I don't work for Premier Yarns. I don't get a paycheck. I mean, I get a paycheck in the way of an affiliate process. Like you guys buy stuff, click my link, I get a paycheck in that regard. I don't get an hourly wage from them. I don't work with them. I don't work for them. I work with them. I am not employed in any way, shape, or form by Premier Yarns. There's not. The only contract I have with them is the one all of the affiliates get that says we're not going to misbehave and make the brand look bad, and we're not going to tell our secrets to the people, you know? It's the only contract I have. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that person, that was like 5, 6 years ago. She's like, I know you work for them. You're a liar. No, ma'am, I do not actually work for them, but thank you. Silliness. I need more water because that was really delicious. I feel really thirsty today. I went to Costco this weekend. I have not been to Costco in years, and we went to Costco out in Charlottesville because we were out that way. And I picked up a big tray of scalloped potatoes. Most scalloped potatoes are not gluten-free, so I can't eat them, but these were. It was a big tray. So I'm going to make those for dinner tonight with some chicken thighs. I think I'm just going to put the chicken thighs in the oven. And put the scalloped potatoes in the oven. I don't eat a lot of potatoes because I am a type 2 diabetic, and potatoes have a lot of starch, which turns into sugar in your system, and unless you're going to work out after eating them, it could cause, like, you know, imbalances of your sugar. So I don't eat a lot of potatoes. But I'm really looking forward to dinner tonight. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I think I'm going to make roasted carrots. I think. I bought carrots with the intention of eating them raw, but I think I'm the only one that likes them raw. I still might make them raw. I'd rather have a raw carrot than a cooked carrot. I like crunching on them. And then I could put a little bit of ranch on the table for Mr. Cinnamon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We also have a lot of watermelon left over. There is a watermelon man who parks up on one of the main roads here. His farm official name, I think, is either Nick or Ryan. He's been up there for years now, and he has grown from just selling watermelon out of the back of his pickup truck to now he has a tent out there every day. And it's funny because he set up outside of a chicken, like fried chicken place. So right behind him is fried chicken, and then there's the watermelon stand out in front. And I was like, that is the perfect, it is the perfect place for a watermelon man to be, is out in front of a fried chicken place, because I can't think of anything better in this entire world than some fried chicken and some watermelon. I can't eat the fried chicken because it's battered and it's not gluten-free. However, that would be the perfect meal. I mean, we're in the South. Fried chicken and watermelon, that's a summer delicacy, right? Let me see. I'm trying to find my receipt. Ryan Farms, LLC. My dude can grow a watermelon, okay? He can grow a watermelon. They're always like enormous, like they're big honking watermelons. And don't get them seedless watermelons, they're gross, okay? They don't have any flavor. You gotta have a seeded watermelon. And I eat the seeds because they're crunchy and they're delicious, okay? And they're good for you. I will eat a watermelon seed, I don't care. I sprinkle a little bit of salt on my watermelon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, real talk. We might have watermelon and crunchy carrots on the table for dinner, with the chicken thighs that are probably going to be roasted in the oven, and the scalloped potatoes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Look at that. I put a whole nother row on. You guys are helping me by just sitting here listening to me talk. I can actually crochet. I think this is going to be so pretty. I think it's going to be so pretty. I hope that it's form-fitting enough that it fits around here though. That's what I'm hoping. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it over. So, I'm excited about that. I think this is going to be really cute over that dress. Because the way it's going to work, I already showed this. It's going to be blocked out, so this is going to be stretched out. So it will go under my bosom like that. And it will be stretched out like that. So the holes will be much more open. And all of the straps of the dress will still show because this is going to be off to the side. So, and of course when I finish this, I'm going to put the whole ensemble on together and show you guys. I'm going to do like a little, you know, little runway thing. Like, I'll be strutting my stuff with that dress. I can't wait. I'm excited about it. And yes, I don't think I need, I've had not only Mr. Cinnamon say, but a lot of you guys say, hey, like, I don't think that you need a sweater over that dress. That dress is just cute. But also, like, I just want a pop of color. I don't like just black. I wore just black for a lot of years because I would hide behind the black because I was ashamed of my body. And I'm so over being ashamed. And I just want to be out there and just love myself and love my body and be proud of what my body has been through. All the sickness, the illness, the disease, the pain that my body has been through over the years. And I'm still standing. So I'm going to love this body that I'm in. And I'm going to flaunt it. And I'm going to show it off. And I'm going to dress it up with pretty colors. And with that, I am going to shut up and let you guys go. So I have to go edit this video, but I'm going to crochet while I'm editing. I'm going to try to get as many rows as I can in today. I have my stitch marker in, so I can see that I've already put in 4 rows since my last stitch marker. Put in 4 rows today. I'm going to go refill. I'm going to get a new ice drink. I think I'm going to stick with the pink one though, because I like the pink. And I will probably turn on the TV for background noise at the very least because I can't actually watch it. And with that, I will let you guys go. Couple things for the comments, okay? I want to know, what are you guys having for dinner tonight? Anything good? Now, to cook my chicken thighs, I am either going to make them with Nashville hot seasoning because I like the spiciness, or I'm going to do, there's 2 seasoning mixes from Aldi that I really like. I have a garlic and herb spice mix from Aldi, and I have a kicked up chicken, which is also got a little kick to it that everybody in the family seems to like. So it's going to be one of those 3 seasonings on my chicken. It's either going to be the kicked up chicken, or it's going to be the garlic and herb, or it's going to be Nashville hot seasoning. If I put Nashville hot seasoning on it, I don't know that little man will eat it, so I might have to stick to the kicked up chicken, which is spicy, but not as spicy as the Nashville hot spice. We'll see. I think any of those will go really good with the scalloped potatoes, though. I'm definitely thinking crunchy raw carrots and watermelon. Because like I said, that watermelon is real good. And every single time, because I can't carry the watermelons, they're too heavy. My husband goes up there and he tells the guy every time, he either says, pick me out a good one or pick me out a real sweet one. And that man knows his product so well. He has never given us a watermelon that has not been top notch, perfect texture, not too watery, sweet, juicy, like, oh, perfectly ripe. That man knows his watermelons. He grows them really good, and he knows to pick out a good one. The one we got this past weekend is so big, I don't have a bowl big enough to fit half of the watermelon in. That's how big the watermelons are. And it's funny because we went up there a couple weeks ago, and because like he's our summer guy, like every summer we're finding where the watermelon guy is. We're going to get him, you know, we're going to get us a watermelon. And there's this elderly lady comes up. She wasn't elderly, she was much older than us. She goes up there and she's like, so how much are the watermelons? And the guy goes, it's $15 for a watermelon like of this size. He goes, but the real big ones are $25. And she was like, oh Lord, I ain't paying that for a watermelon. I'll go take my chances at the grocery store. And Mr. Cinnamon goes, the watermelons here are way better than the ones at the grocery store. They're so good. And she's like, puts both her hands on my husband's chest, which made me laugh. because I couldn't hear the conversation, you know. This is what he related back to me. And so I was like, what was she doing? Put her hands on your chest, sir. And he relayed the story back to me. And she's just like, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna go take my chances at the grocery store. And he's like, you're gonna regret it. And then the guy who was running the stand, he's like, I'm telling you, you need to listen to this guy. He knows what he's talking about with our watermelons. And it was funny. It was just a hilarious interaction. Like, no, ma'am, I'm telling you, spend the $15, okay? Take half the watermelon to the cookout, or call some neighbors over to get some watermelon, charge them $5 a bowl, make them a real big bowl of watermelon, recoup some of your money. I'm telling you, because I have so much watermelon left over, I could share it with like 8 neighbors. Can't go wrong with a good watermelon. I'm sorry, I have gotten crappy watermelons from the grocery store so many times. You cannot go wrong with a good watermelon. That just made me want to crochet a watermelon. I'm looking to see if I have any yarn that's watermelon colored. Because how cool would that be to have a big giant crochet watermelon? I'm going to let you guys go. What are you guys having for dinner? Put in the comments below. Let me know. And what's your take on watermelon? Seedless or seeded watermelon? Because seedless watermelon can go right in the garbage. I'm going to tell you, it ain't got no flavor. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.